Recording in progress.
Hello, good morning.
Hi, Clarence. Good morning. Just give me a minute. I'll just pull up my notes.
Yes, no problem.
All right. Thank you for waiting, Clarence. So, yeah, again, my name is Jess. So, I'm one of the lead recruiters here at Remote Staff. So, this is the first time that you're going to be having a client with Remote Staff, if in case, Clarence. Okay. All
Yes.
right. So, before I move on with the process, I'll let you know what's the process here at Remote Staff. But before we move on, can you tell me how much is your salary expectation for this role?
I'm hoping actually to have at least $5 per hour.
Um, can you give me a range in peso monthly?
Oh, it's a part-time job. So
Yeah,
I think mm, I'm not quite sure how much was that. Um,
but you said $5.
yes.
Okay. Anyway, I'll just check on that later on. Okay.
Sorry.
So that's fine. So, Clarence, this is gonna be an Australian account, so it's gonna be day shift most probably. So, are you good
Mhm.
with that?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have any other part-time jobs at the moment or any projects?
Yes, I'm actually working as a general virtual assistant, but my client is very lenient. I have a flexible time, and we are allowed to have another part-time jobs because, of course, they understand our needs, and that's why I'm so glad to be able to. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay. So if in case that you'll be hired for this position, you will be able to start immediately, right?
yes.
Okay. All right. Perfect. Okay. So let me now tell you how's the process here at Remote Staff, Clarence. So our client is the hiring entity here, and we do the sourcing and screening. We handle the legal aspects of the contract negotiation. So basically, the client will have a contract with us, and you will have a contract with us as well as an individual contractor. So so since you're an individual contractor, you're the one that's going to be taking care of your taxes because it's
Mm-hmm.
like you're contracting your services from us only, and we pay the contractor per hour. So it's going to be Australian dollars, but I'm gonna inform that to you if in case that you'll be considered for the role. So I'll tell you how much is the equivalent in Australian dollars and how much will be in peso and how much is it approximately monthly, because it really depends. If you're gonna be paid per hour, it really depends how much is your salary since we do have sometimes 20 business days, sometimes 23 business days in a month. Okay. We also have a monitoring tool. So it's called DIWA, Diary of Work Activity, which is when you're logged in, the client will be able to monitor your productivity during working hours. That's why I'm asking as early as now if you have any other part time, because we don't want conflicting schedules. So since you have a flexible time with your other client, that's fine as long as it's not going to be at the same time. Okay.
Yes,
All right.
understood.
Okay. So let's start now with the interview. So can you tell me first something about yourself, Clarence, just to know more about you?
Yes. I've actually started working as a virtual assistant on the year 2019 when our BPO company located here locally in Kidapawan City shut down due to bankruptcy. So I have to look for another job, and then a friend of mine endorsed me to my actually my former boss endorsed me to
Mm,
another client whom they knew because they are a couple. So they endorsed me to be one of her social media manager or marketer. I'm
mhm.
sorry.
That's okay.
And then so I started working for Panagani Kidapawan Facebook page. So I helped and
Mm,
assisted in branding, in mostly in engagement, and I do
mhm,
sometimes graphic designs and video editing to post on our on their Facebook page. And then While I was working on at Panagani Kidapawan, I was also working as a part-time online English teacher at 51 Talk. Then 2022, I decided to venture in SEO writing. That's why I applied again and work as SEO content writer from 2022 to 2023. Actually, after 1 year, I was promoted as a junior editor, but I decided to resign after 1 year and 3 months. So, yeah, and then after that, I applied again as a general virtual assistant. So right now, I am working as an Amazon VA slash admin VA slash researcher and influencer researcher. So more on engagement also to other influencers in the US.
Okay, so it's a US account. Okay.
Yes.
So how many years of experience you had with this in total, Clarence?
Uh, from 2019 until right now, it's actually 6 years.
6 years.
Yes.
Okay. All right. That's great because the client wanted to have a contractor that has extensive experience, like more than 5 years. Okay.
Yes.
So, can you tell me what specific roles you have held? What are your key responsibilities there as a social media marketing specialist?
I actually just assisted in managing the content calendars. So I have to draft all of our content for 15 days. And then I also create the caption, the images that we're going to post. And I manage the inquiries, the messages, and because it's a online delivery service meant for household or office workers from the farmers, so we also do field jobs. We visit farms um, outside the city, and then we deal and communicate with them. So it's like we became a middleman between the farmers and the consumers. So that's what's most of us. So the promotion, the marketing, it's our job to do that. But it's a local service or company. So yeah, although it was financed by our client, which is located in the U.S., California, I think. Yeah.
Okay. Well, can you walk me through a successful social media campaign you led before?
I think that's I think even though it closed on 2023, but I can say that's one of the most successful social media marketing I did. So I don't have any other.
What happened?
Um,
Were you able to?
because after pandemic, there are other online deliveries that started up locally, so we were not able to compete with them anymore. Yes, and it's also very challenging because most of the farmers don't have internet connections or network connections, so we can't directly go and fetch the vegetables, then deliver it to the households. And of course, the farmers won't trust us easily because we only order a small amount of vegetables, while in the market they will have to deliver in bulk. So if they would continue dealing with us, their business might die. That's what they're thinking. Although we've explained that no, this is just this is just what happens when we start. But as if time goes by, then we will have bigger markets, and but yeah, so that's it.
Okay. Can you tell me which social media platforms are you most proficient in?
Actually, Facebook.
Facebook.
I've also tried using Instagram, but
Mm,
not much. But if in case I'd be willing to learn, I'd love to navigate it as much as the client wanted to. So
okay. All right. So, do you have any experience in managing both organic and paid social media campaigns?
Yes, my former boss taught me before. I've tried once or twice um,
Mm-hmm.
boosting one of our posts. So that's
Mm-hmm.
paid and organic. But my boss is the one monitoring it, if it's
Mm,
doing
okay.
great or not.
Okay. Well, can you describe to me now, Clarence, your content creation process?
Since I've learned more about SEO, which is very
Mm,
important, so that our posts can be easily seen during
mhm,
search. So it's very important to have research on that topic and then search the useful keywords that might help so that
mm,
the search engine could boost your post or your post online, so it would be easily seen by the consumers wherever platform. So I've learned how to use the hashtags
mm,
and popular trends, of course, and the culture of the target country or place, and then if it's applicable, memes. Although
mhm.
I'm not quite also familiar with that, but yeah, we have to study those and understand so that we can apply it on our marketing strategy.
Yeah, you really have to know your client first, right? And also its audience. Okay. So now, you mentioned earlier about copywriting, graphic design. Actually, this client is also hiring for graphic design artist. So, how long have you been doing graphic designing?
2020, actually last year, 2024.
Last year.
Yes.
Okay. What tools are you familiar with in graphic designing?
I've only used Canva because it's free.
Oh, just Canva.
Yes.
Okay. Adobe, you're not using those. Illustrator,
I
InDesign.
I think I've only used it once, but it's very basic.
Mm, okay, just basic. Okay. So tell me about your experience in copywriting. You mentioned that earlier, right? You
Yes.
do copywriting.
Yes.
Okay. So how long have you been doing that?
2022. 2022. When I was also working as a SEO content writer, so I
Mm,
also do copywriting for our health and wellness products, like for example, the portable blenders. And
mm.
right now, as an Amazon BA, so I do copywriting for our beauty and skincare products.
Okay. All right. So what social media platforms and tools are you proficient? Are you proficient in?
Uh, for that one, I've used WordPress,
Mm,
of course, in Amazon. So I was able to navigate Amazon Seller Central, and
mm,
then we've used different tools so that our copywriting would be great. The result would be great. So we've used Helium 10, Surfer SEO, Right Sonic, ChatGPT, Ahrefs, and Grammarly, of course, and Killbot.
mm. Okay. Have you used Google Analytics before?
Uh, we are only using the search engine of Google's actually, because
Search
they
engine.
also give
Okay.
us the best keywords.
Okay. Well, do you hold any certifications in social media marketing, SEO, or social media management?
I don't have. I
You don't.
actually learned
Okay.
it from my former works
Oh,
or
just
boss
from your clients.
experience.
I
Yes.
see. Okay, they're very nice because they've trained you. But yeah, that's fine. It's just, a plus if you have those certifications. How do you track and measure the success of your campaigns, your social media campaigns?
For me, it's the result. It's mostly the conversion. Of course, everyone
Mm,
would be happy if there's a good sales. So sometimes if there are lots of engagement and then there's no conversion, so it might not be that effective. So for me, the best results are conversions aside from being known.
conversions.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So my last question, Clarence. If a paid campaign was underperforming, okay, what steps would you take to identify and address the issue? Have you had any challenge before like this? One of your companies underperforming?
Yes. We had lots of posts before that were underperforming, but what we did is that we we tend to think of other ideas on how to boost our future post and how we
Mm-hmm.
market our products. So
Mm-hmm.
we have to think more and outside of the box. So we've ventured from trivias, and then from hey, things that might interest others. And when we see right now, I'm not sure if it's applicable outside, but in the Philippines, like they tend to talk about the latest news or what what we call yeah, the latest
Mm-hmm.
talk of the showbiz. And then we, at the end of the caption, we incorporate, oh, we would like you to try our product, like that. So if that's applicable, of course, we can use that in marketing the client's products outside.
Mm-hmm. You have to be up to date
Mm-hmm.
always, right? Okay, so yeah, those are the only questions that I have, Clarence. I've checked your profile, and your assessments. It's already done. So, do you have any question for me before we end this call?
uh, I was only wondering if I was able to pass the cognitive and the behavioral test.
No, actually, it's not scored basis.
Oh.
So it's basically the attitude that the client is checking on that assessment. So I understand. I believe that's time pressured, right? You
Yes.
only have to answer that in, I believe, 8 minutes or 7 minutes.
Oh,
And
12.
most of our candidates, yeah, most of our candidates are concerned about that.
Yes.
But don't worry, it's not scored based. So it's basically your attitude that
Okay.
our clients are checking. So don't worry about that. And I'll be doing my endorsement since you're done with the assessment and the profile. I'll be able to endorse you. I'll just send you a non-solicitation agreement via Signwell. You'll just have to sign that so I can endorse you to the client. And most probably, Clarence, I'll be doing my endorsement on Monday because I have a lot of interviews today for this post and also the graphic design post on Monday.
Yes.
So most probably it's gonna be by afternoon on Monday that I'll be doing my endorsement. So hopefully the client respond the next day, Tuesday. So I'll be able to update you on Tuesday. Okay.
Yes. Thank you so
All
much.
right.
Looking forward to it.
Okay. Sure. If you can you add me on Skype so it's better for us to coordinate with each other easily.
Yes, I'll do that.
I'll send it here because I'll also be needing your emergency contact information. Okay, here you go.
I got it.
Okay. All right. Just add me up and then I'll send you the information that you need to have. Also, please sign this non solicitation agreement. I'll be sending it to you after this call. Okay.
Yes, got it.
Thank you so much for your time, Clarence.
Thank you,
Bye bye.
Jess. Have a great day.
Recordings